Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a CFL Week 13 predictions video. So as I always do, I'm going to tell you like a Week 12 and everything. By the way, if I seem weird and I keep touching here, it's because I got stung by a wasp or something on the way home. I don't know what I did. I didn't do anything. Like I didn't even think I did anything wrong, right? I just kind of like walked, whatever. And then I feel something here, so I'm like, you can't even see. I feel something here, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is that? And I kind of do that, and then it stings, and I was like, fuck, it was a fucking wasp, wasn't it? Like I already know why it was a fucking wasp, but anyway, enough talk about me. I don't matter. I'm such a fat life. Like I was just trying to get food out of the fucking oven, like off the fucking thing, like pulled it out, and then I tried taking food. It fucking fell in the fucking in the fucking oven. I was like, I'm a failure at life. Okay, anyway. So the first game of the week was the Montreal Alouettes at the BC Lions. So, by the way, I just recorded this video. I just took way too long, and my friend called me, so I was like, you know what, I'll just start over because I was the worst video ever. So yeah, the BC Lions and the Montreal Alouettes. So I did choose BC for this game because I thought BC was more likely to win, mainly because they're at home. Plus, I think they won, or maybe they lost their last game or something. I don't know. If they won, then then they wanted to keep their streak going, and if they lost, well, then they obviously want to get back on track. So I chose BC mainly because they're at home. Plus, Montreal is not the greatest. I mean, like I thought Montreal was like really good, but then their record shows otherwise. But I mean, like the Terracats were pretty good last week, which I will get to in a second. And their record's bad, so I guess, you know. So BC won 41-18, so I was right. I was 1-0 to see if I'll pick them at that point. The next game of the week was the Saskatchewan Roughriders visiting the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. So, yeah. The other games, Saskatchewan won 38-24 in Saskatchewan, so they won by 14 points. And then for this game, I was like, you know what? Saskatchewan is a really good team. They have won 3 in a row. But Winnipeg is at home, plus they are a really good team too, especially at home. And then plus, Saskatchewan just beat them last week, so I don't know if they'll win again. So I was kind of like, you know, I think Winnipeg will win. So I did choose Winnipeg for this game, and I chose right, because the Winnipeg Blue Bombers defeated the Saskatchewan Roughriders 48-28. It was a pretty dominant game, but Saskatchewan kept coming back. Like, Winnipeg scored a touchdown, they would score I swear. Like, it was almost like every like drive there was like at least one scoring play, and then it stopped eventually, but like it was like score after score after score. I was like, oh my god, just bruh. You know what I mean? So like so I'm gonna check my Snapchat quick. The next game of the week was the Ticats visiting the Ottawa Red Blacks. So this one I chose wrong. So sorry. At this point I was 2-0 on CFL. Pick them for this week. So for this game, I was like, okay, the Ticats are on the road and they're gonna play Ottawa. So I was kind of thinking, you know what, Ottawa's gonna win like no problemo because like Ottawa's Ottawa. And because they are a better team, plus Ottawa has won like several in a row, and I was like, you know what, they're at home. Terracats are struggling. They have won several straight. They're gonna win, no problem, no doubt about it. I thought I was gonna like be like I really thought I was gonna be right for that game. So Hamilton comes out firing, like they had like a big lead. At the half they led 23-7. So I was like, oh, that's pretty good. Even out after the first quarter, they led like 10-1. In the second quarter, they led like by a lot too. They were like they had like a 20-3 lead or 20-4. They had a 20-4 lead. Sorry, I'm kind of hungry as well, so. But anyway, so I didn't really expect the Ticats to win at all. But after they played with such dominance, and like they wouldn't let Ottawa do anything. Like I'm not joking, they would not let Ottawa do anything. It was awesome. Like it was by far their best game of the season, or like their second best. Sorry. So yeah, it was like by far their like best game, right? So I was kind of like, shit, I should have chose Hamilton. So at the half, 23-7. So I was like, you know what? If they play the way they've been playing in this half, like not letting Ottawa do anything. The 7 points, by the way, was not a touchdown. The 7 points was one single because of a missed field goal and then 2 field goals, which is 7 points. Terracats, I think, had a few touchdowns and a few field goals. So I was like, you know what? Good. They're playing a lot better. Like they were completing their passes. They were causing turnovers. I think. overall they were a really good team. Like, it was like a good team win. So they had a 23-7 lead, and I was like, you know what? If they keep this up, they will win for sure. They did not keep it up. They did not keep it up. So keep in mind, I still chose Ottawa, or my prediction was Ottawa. So I was gonna say Saskatchewan. Ottawa came out like firing. They were they came out like firing. They had a touchdown like 2 minutes into the quarter. So I was like, wow, like, it was like 23-15. I thought 14 or 15. I don't know. It was like 23-15 because they did the 6 points and the 2-point conversion. So I was like, fucking great, fucking great. Because, like, come on now, I want them to win. Like, you know what I mean? So anyway, Ottawa came almost all the way back. There was like a few minutes left in the game. Ottawa was down by 4. The Tiger Cats were outscored in the second half by a score of, I think, 15-3. So at the half, they had 23 points. In the end of the game, they had 26 points. They scored 3 points in 30 minutes. 3 points in 30 minutes. What the hell? What the hell? So I was like, this is bullshit. Like, do they even deserve to win anymore? I kind of thought, yeah, they did. But, like, they should have, like, kept the lead. Like, they should have literally kept the lead. Like, how do you, like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you, I mean, yes, CFL is unpredictable. You can't really guess too well, even though my wins are, like, 32 and I have only 15 losses. But, you know, it still stings. Sorry. Ugh. It's kind of weird to talk at some point, too. So, yeah, Ottawa was unable to come back. They almost came back fully. But the Tiger Cats did survive. The Tiger Cats won 26-22. So at that point, I was 2-1 on CFL Pick'em. So the last game of the week was pretty much insane. Like, I loved this game, really. Like, I love this game a lot. Like, I was watching it. Like, I know that Edmonton had their lead. This lead was actually the first lead that Edmonton had in 4 games, which was, like, the first time that happened since, like, the 1970s or the 1980s. So I was like, holy crap, like, they have not had the lead in a while. In this game, they had the lead. I think they opened up the score. No, I think Calgary opened up the scoring, and then I think Edmonton had, like, a touchdown or something. I don't know. But something like that. So Edmonton had the lead. Calgary had the lead. So in the final few moments, it was, like, pretty awesome. Calgary led 18-15, and I was kind of like, shit, well, Edmonton better do something, you know? So anyway, so Edmonton was down 18-15. So if they got a touchdown, then they would have led 22-18. They did lead 22-18 because they did score a touchdown, I think, in the final 1 to 2 minutes. So after that, it was a 22-18 lead for Edmonton. And Calgary has won like 7 or 8 in a row, so they were kind of like, fuck, I don't want to lose this right now, like, you know what I mean? So I was kind of like, you know? So Edmonton had a 22-18 lead, like all the Eskimos were like on their benches kind of doing like, well, it's not in the camera, but like kind of like, you know, kind of like, not like this, but kind of like raise the noise or something, because like they're going to win, right? I have a fucking butt chin. So they were kind of like, yeah, like we're going to win, right? Because they lost like 3 in a row. So then Calgary actually came back, scored a touchdown with like 30 seconds left, and you're not going to believe it, Edmonton actually had a chance to tie the game again. Like, it was 18-15, 22-18, 25-22, and then almost 25-25. But Edmonton had the chance to do a field goal, but they missed it. Like, wide right, I think it was. Wide right or wide left, I don't know. So Calgary was able to come back in the final 2 minutes and overcome a 22-18 lead to win 25-22. And they had nothing to do with Edmonton missing the field goal, but they were lucky that they missed and stuff, and yeah, they won. So overall, it was a pretty good week. I finished 3-1 because I did choose Calgary, because I was like, I said in the last video, I think both teams, I never said this, I never said this part, I think both teams will have leads. I never said that, but I was kind of thinking, like, I'm pretty sure at some point Edmonton will lead, right? And I was right. Well, I don't know if I was thinking that, but I'm pretty sure I was, I don't know. But I was kind of thinking, I think Calgary will win, just not like a dominant performance. it'll be a closer game. And what happens? It's a pretty close game. 25-22 is only through 3 points. So that was that. So now week 13, which is why your guys are here. So the Saskatchewan Roughriders are going to visit the Hamilton Tiger Cats on Friday. Today's Wednesday. So they're going to play in Hamilton this week. So the Tiger Cats have won 2 games in a row. Saskatchewan has lost 1 in a row. It's not really a row, but I like to say that. So Saskatchewan lost their last game, and Hamilton has won their last 2 games. But Hamilton has not won their last 2 games by much. In total, they beat Toronto by 2, and they beat freaking Ottawa by 4. In the past 2 games, they've literally only won both games in a combined 6 points. That's it. They were really close games, despite Hamilton being up by like 20 points. So they really got to fix that. So I don't know who to choose. After seeing Hamilton's first half performance, I was like, you know what? I'm going to choose Hamilton. Originally, I had Saskatchewan picked like 60%. And then at the second half, I was like, they seem like a really good team. Like the Tiger Cats seem like, like they're doing a lot better. This isn't like the Tiger Cat team that I've seen. So I was like, I don't know. Yeah. So as far as right now, I have Saskatchewan picked at 50%. I decreased the percentage by 10% because I was like, you know what? Hamilton has been playing really well. They have won 2 in a row, and they are back at home. So if the fans can help them get a 3rd win in a row, that'll be awesome because then they're right back in it. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but like the Tiger Cats can very well be in the playoffs. Like, they can very well be in the playoffs. It's not over yet. It's not over yet at all. So basically, they can still make the playoffs with if they string together a bunch of wins. They lost 8 in a row. Now they lead 2 in a row. Edmonton started 7-0, and now they've lost 4 in a row. Now they're 7-4. So anything can happen. For all we know, Hamilton will win their next 6 games and then be 8-8. Never know. Which that'll be fucking awesome. Like, starting on an 8-game losing streak, then ending on a fucking 8-game winning streak. That's fucking amazing. That's fucking... The 8 wins is awesome, not the 8 losses. But so as far as right now, I think Saskatchewan will win because they are the better team. Yes, they have lost their last game, but they were away, and they're going to be away here too. But I think Hamilton's a better opponent for Saskatchewan. Like, obviously, Hamilton's not the best team, but they've showed last week that they can play like their normal selves. So for now, I'm going to keep Saskatchewan as the pick because I'd rather be safer than sorry. Because like I truly think that Saskatchewan will win, but at the same time, I think Hamilton will win as well. The way I choose is I think, okay, who I think will win it more, Hamilton or Saskatchewan? Saskatchewan. The next game, so I'm going to choose Saskatchewan for this week. Again, I hope Hamilton wins just like last week, but if they don't, 2-9. But at least they have 2 wins to brag about, you know. So the next game of the week is going to be Saturday, September 16th. It's going to be the Edmonton Eskimos that have lost 4 straight against the Toronto Argonauts, which I don't know if they've lost any. Did Toronto lose? Like, I don't know. I'm going to check the standings right now. Toronto is 2nd place. They're 4-7-0. It doesn't say that they're last. Away, they're 1-5-0. But this game, they're going to be at home. So I do think Toronto has a chance because they are at home and they're a lot better at home. The record at home is 3-2-0. So again, not like it's 5-0, but it's like 3-2-0, which is not bad. They still have more wins than losses at home. So I do think that they stand a chance, but I don't know for sure. Like, I'm still going to choose Edmonton because like they're obviously the better team. They have been struggling, but they want to come to Toronto and they want to win. So I have Toronto chosen. Again, I do think Toronto has a chance, but then at the same time, Edmonton has been struggling a lot, and they want to get back on track. So maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. But I chose Edmonton for this game. The next game of the week is going to be the BC Lions visiting the Calgary Stampeders, which is going to be a crazy game because, like, who the fuck's going to win? You know what I mean? So it's going to be the BC Lions being in Calgary. So I did choose Calgary for this game because, again, they have been amazing. They have won like 8 in a row or 7 in a row. It is a home game, which makes it even better. If the game was in BC, then I'd still probably choose Calgary, but because Calgary's at home, it makes me think they have a much better chance of winning. Plus, it is BC, so they are a good team. Like, they did score 41 points in the last game. So I think the game will be kind of close, but I don't think it'll be like close enough that BC will win. No offense. BC is a good team. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like Calgary could win it more because they are at home. Plus, they've been really good at home, and like really good all season. You know. So I'm gonna choose Calgary. So far I have Saskatchewan, Edmonton, and Calgary chosen. The last game of the week is going to be the Red Blacks and are facing the Montreal Alouettes in Montreal. So for some reason I chose Montreal. I don't know why I chose Montreal, but I think Montreal is at home, right? They're at home. They've been struggling. Let me actually see Montreal's record at home. Montreal's record at home is 3-3-0. Away they're 0-5-0. So away it's like they have no chance at all. So I do think they have a chance. They're 3-3-0 at home. And their opponent is, who's their opponent? Ottawa. Ottawa is 2-3-0 on away games, and they're 2-4-1 in home games. So like even at home, they're not the best. So either way, they're not the best. So because they're gonna be away, I think like maybe I might change this pick, to be honest, because like I'm not really sure. The game is like still like just under 4 days away, so I still have time to change the prediction. In the next CFL video, you will see if I change the prediction or not. But as far as right now, it's gonna stay at Montreal because Montreal is at home. Ottawa did lose their last game, which snapped their like 3-4 game winning streak, and Montreal is better at home than away. And Ottawa is bad away and at home. So yeah, I hope so. I chose the first two the first two games. I chose the away teams. For the last two games, I chose the home teams. So Saskatchewan, Edmonton, Calgary, and Montreal is the teams that I chose. So let me know if you'd like agree, disagree with my predictions in the comments below. I hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.